All right, everybody. Our next guest is a great guy and the legendary host of Limo Talk right here on GOVS Radio. He's a very opinionated and honest man, and who better to recap 2020 than Anthony Grazade himself? Graz, how you doing, man?
Hi, Don. How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing great.
What's happening?
So I do want to kind of go through an overview and get some of your thoughts on some of the milestones that we went through this past 2020, okay? We had the big pandemic, which ruined our whole year. So just take me through, as a limo driver, New York City, what's it look like now?
Fucking hole. It's a hole. I've been driving since March 22nd. It's going on 9 months and about 5 more days. What's the, in 8 more days, it's going on 9 months. I've seen the steady decline of New York City. It's nothing but lots of homeless, a lot of boarded up buildings, no restaurants, outside huts to eat at restaurants that you sit there when you turn the corner. If you don't turn the corner the right way, you're plowing right into the fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not being political, but that's the de Blasio New York and the Cuomo New York, and that's what they want, and what they're doing is not right. Something needs to be done, because there's no restaurants, there's homeless, there's drug addicts, and there's shit.
Sorry, Hillary. I was running on CP time.
That's not. I don't like jokes like that, Bill. That's not funny.
So it's like everything Giuliani did all those years ago to kind of
gone. It's gone. It's a weird feeling now. There's an uneasiness. If you saw yesterday, there was doing some kind of Christmas thing at a church in the city, and all of a sudden some guys comes behind him and starts shooting a gun in the air, and then has a standoff. You would never have that. Don, listen, I'm not. What we're going through is for our kids. You have children. I have children. I want a good future for them. Yeah. I wouldn't. My son is just graduated from college. He's going to work in Manhattan. He's going to go get an apartment in Manhattan. They're offering 3 months free rent onto his rent. Are you kidding me? 3 months free? That's got to tell you how bad it is.
Yeah, man, for real. They're practically begging him to move there.
They're begging him to move in. All you see is moving trucks everywhere, and it's a sad state. Listen, I've been working. I have a law firm that's kept me busy. I've maintained my business. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God, because if they didn't do for what they did for me, I would be dead. But that being said, I've tried, because I've gotten all these things, and because I've been working, I've been trying to help people out, trying to do my part in little ways.
Right.
But it's a shithole, dude. It's a shithole.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't suggest, if you want to go in and go see the tree, go get out of the car, take a picture, and get back in the car real quick and go.
You heard it here, folks. Graz you're in the city quite often, so you've actually seen the through the months the slow decline of. Oh. And then have you driven through any riots or have you seen any of the protests?
2. I was going home in April with one of my customers going to Jersey City, and I'm making a right-hand turn, and here they are coming to me. That I turned right back. I did a sharp turn, and he went flying in the back. He turned to me, and I go, I've never done that to him before. I go, I am so sorry. He goes, are you kidding me? He goes, thank you very much. You just saved us. They were coming. They were throwing rocks at all the stores on the side, and they're coming towards my car, and I go, whoop. Yeah. I go straight. I was out of there. And then I had another one where, parallel to me as I'm driving, you see them walking and shattering windows. It's been pretty disconcerting, Don.
Yeah, man.
Very, very disconcerting.
Get back! Get the fuck back! Come on! Back up! Get back! Get the fuck back!
There's UFOs confirmed that from the Pentagon that we have UFOs, and now this Israeli politician has now come out and said that there is, in fact, aliens walking among us.
Totally believe it. I think there's a couple of aliens at GOVS Radio. There's a couple of hosts that I know in the evening. They look like aliens. Jesus Christ. Look at Jeff. Look at Jeff Bosey. That guy's definitely from Saturn.
You have that one antenna that sticks out. And the sad thing is,
Like
you
Eugene
don't
Levy?
realize it at all. You never realize.
I totally believe it. I think there's aliens around us. I've seen streaks, and it doesn't look like meteors. It looks like a fucking thing sitting there watching over us, and boom, they're gone. They don't want to come here right now, Don. They're like, are you kidding me? Why do I want to land now? These people are crazy.
Yeah, they want to get the hell out of here.
Fuck that.
If there is aliens, the UFO broke down and they're like stuck here and they just want to get the hell out.
They were like, all right, there's an why is there an intergalactic alarm over in San Diego because there's a UFO who wants to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he just wants to get the hell out of here. He got caught up in the riots too.
He's in the San Diego freeway right now. He needs to get the hell out of here before he gets killed.
Yeah, he's worried because he's got a Trump bumper sticker and they're chasing him.
Oh, that's great.
Get back, brother, get back.
Oh shit. So also the last thing I wanted to talk to you about was now this cancel culture and you know, being in the comedy world as we are, what's your take on this whole cancel culture, political correctness that's kind of evolved into where you know guys like us, you know, old school guys, we don't even know how to talk anymore without getting in trouble.
You know what? I don't know what we're allowed to say anymore. I watch what I try. I really watch what I try to say a lot now because I don't want to use R for the R word for retarded. You can't use the N word. You can't. You know, I put a R&B song on about 8 months ago. It dropped the N word a couple of times, and I got my co-host sitting there going, "Why'd you do that?" I go, "Why? It's free speech." I go, "I'm not saying it."
Right.
The rapper is. Oh no, you can't be doing that. No, you know what? We can do that. We can, but there's too much political correctness, and you're not allowed to say what you want anymore, and it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad because when you do say something that they don't like, the other, you know, whoever the police out there, the cancel culture police, they don't just, you know, they won't just cancel your show. They'll come after you. They try to take your job and your house and, like, you know, ruin you. And that's where I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
You got to watch what you say, and I'm learning that a lot now, and I don't like it, but I think that it's also, I think it's going to get worse before it gets any better. I think now with the new regime coming in, they're going to watch it even more.
Yeah, it's.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think that the comedians have to stand up because I think that comedy is kind of the last barrier.
Bastion. It's the last bastion.
Yeah, and now they're coming after comedians, right? And that's where we have to fight that because if they silence the comedians, I think everything's gonna be, that's it, end of story. You know, it's completely communist at that point.
They're gonna have to. Governors is gonna have to put like a pre thing in the speaker. Hi, this is Governor's Comedy Club. Anything that's said on the premises over the next hour and a half is meant as comedy. We are not looking to offend anyone or something like that. They're going to have to do that just to preface if these guys use the C word or the N word or whatever.
Yeah.
Bobby Inzarello said something I thought was profound. He goes, they're not going to let these comedians go on until the election's over because they don't want to make fun of Biden.
I think there's a lot of reasons why, because why did they only hit entertainment? Like, you know, over the summer, it was the comedy clubs and music, any ticketed event. So I think I don't know what they were trying to kill our morale, you know.
Governors went out and put a patio. The guy put a patio on that's nicer than half the comedy clubs.
Yeah.
It's a nice patio.
Yeah.
They did a good job. And they went, and it's outside. And then they're telling him, no? Are you out of your mind? No. The guy spent all this money. You're telling him no now. Yeah. So I think that the comics, I think we're all in a tough spot. And I think that if the management of GOVS Radio and the management of Governors stands by the people that do their comedy, then we should be okay. If we're going to sit there and they're not going to back us up, then we're dead.
Yep,
We
I
don't.
agree. I agree. I agree. The comedians and also the club owners all have to take a stand for free speech and for the
Yeah.
First Amendment, and
Yeah.
and understand that it's comedy. Yeah, there's a lot of social commentary in comedy, but that's comedy goes all the way back to the jester.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
made fun of the king? The emperor has no clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need that voice.
I think. Listen. Listen. I know that they're trying to squash it, but you know what? If the club says on an announcement while people are sitting, listen, it could get political. They could make fun of everything. It's comedy. If you don't like it, we understand it, but don't walk out, don't boo, don't heckle. Sit there, and if you don't like it, you go out and then you write to governors that you didn't like the comedy of this certain comedian, right?
Or yeah, or like you said, if you're ultra sensitive to being offended, to just don't go. Just stay home.
But you're not going to get that. People want to get out, and I think you're going to get even more of that next year. That people are just going to want to get out of the house.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored and I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored.
It's crazy. We're in ultra sensitive times, and people got to ease up. But the more power we give to those people, so the more times everybody complains about being offended, and then there's like this major action taken. We're giving the power to the wrong side, is the way I see it, because every time, like, if a comedian says something, you cancel that comedian. That empowers the whiners of the world, and
correct,
and it handcuffs the comedian. So it's going to be bad for comedy overall if that's the case. It's going to be such bland, vanilla comedy, man.
You know what Mr. Imus used to say? Use characters, Mr. Imus. We use characters.
Right.
So you got, that's what I try to do now. If I'm going to say something inappropriate, I try to use a character.
Yeah. Like I was saying,
it wasn't me. It was my character, Ed Ogeron from the LSU football Tigers.
Like I was talking to this guy Roger Cabler. He does a tribute to Robin Williams. He looks like Robin Williams and shit.
Oh, I know who he is. He was on your show.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been following everything, man. You've been getting great comedians.
Oh,
kudos,
cool.
Kudos to you, dude.
Thanks, man. Yes, but Roger was talking about you can get away with saying things when he's in character, and also if you have a puppet, you can really get away with anything. Then you have like
I got a puppet at the office, man. We use it all the time.
Yeah,
I'll say it all the time. Mr. Imus says you can use characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll always remember that. As long as you got a character and say it. Hey, it wasn't me. It was Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. So Graz, finally, I just want to ask you, what do you think of the new year, 2021? What's this year? What we got to look forward to in your mind?
I think we got a vaccine came out today, right? The first lady in Long Island, a nurse in the ICU unit at Long Island Jewish, got a vaccine. She gets another one in 2 weeks. She was the first one. 300,000 coming out today. I figure, you know what? I think if the powers that be wanted to go right, we'll get a vaccine. Everybody should be getting that stuff by April or May. I would hope that we should go back to normal by June or July. I know that my law firm, the one I work with, I don't think that people are coming back into the office till maybe February or March. I think everybody's a little scared now with this surge. It's being, December. We're almost at, New Year's.
Right.
I think everybody's nervous, like yourself. I think there's going to be this surge in January, February. I think it's going to die down, and by maybe June or July, we should, May, June or July, we should be back to normal. You asked me for a resolution, right?
Yeah.
My resolution is to make sure that we bring good radio from all of us at GOVS Radio to people that are having a hard time. Right now, I've been trying to make these people laugh because I know there's people unemployed. I know there's people that don't, some. I know one. We raised all that money for the foodathon, and I ended up giving out finally to two people. And one of the comedians turned to me and she goes, "I didn't know how I was going to eat if you didn't give me this money."
Wow.
So I know, I know it's a scary time for a lot of people. So I think that we should try to make these people laugh and hopefully, try to make their day better and hopefully make GOVS Radio into a powerhouse that it should be.
Right
Don?
on. Right on, Graz. Graz, you're a good dude, man. You got a big heart, And you're hilarious. I love your show. I love what you're doing. And yeah, just keep it going, my friend.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean this sincerely, and 'cause I want to repeat this. I think your show's doing a hell of a job. I like Benny. Benny's my man. Tell Benny I don't like him, but I want to hang out with the Goose. All right?
You got it.
Tell Nigel Fulton I will go fucking head to head with him on a roast battle anytime, and I'm not a comedian, and I will fucking roast his ass.
You heard it here first, folks. Yeah, we're gonna make that one happen. This is good stuff. Graz, thanks
Listen,
again.
you African American Shrek.
Nice. Everybody, make sure you catch Limo Talk. It's Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m.
9:45. We've been 9:45. We've been pushed back.
Okay, 9:45 p.m. and it kind of goes on till it ends, right? You just kind of.
Yeah, I've been getting bored lately, so it's about usually an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. Once we go back into the studio, there could be a chance we might go 24 hours until Tony and Sally show up the next day.
That would be awesome.
If they find me in the back of the studio with a couple of strippers and a couple of guys hanging out naked, you know there was a party.
There you go. There you go. Anthony Graziadei, thank you so much, my friend. You're awesome, man. I really appreciate you taking the time, man.
Truly my honor that you had me on, Don. I wish you guys good luck. PUSUSU on Saturday nights, right? Or you have a new night now,
We
Don,
moved
right?
to Wednesday nights at 7:30. Yeah.
Wednesday nights at 7:30, PUSUSU. Catch them and then catch Limo Talk on Thursday nights. And then the rest of the GOVS radio lineup, they're pretty good too.
Yes, indeed. Thanks.